Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And recently Alton Resort have announced their lineup of events for the 2020 season. Of course, the last time we've seen this within a Merlin Park was obviously with Thorpe Park last year, and obviously because it is Alton Towers' 40th anniversary, much like Thorpe Park was last year, they have tried to go for the same kind of thing. Alton Towers does look a little bit interesting though. It doesn't really seem like they're going the same direction as Thorpe Park. Obviously I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so if you do go on to enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, anything that makes me know you guys like my content. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so if that does interest you, definitely think about subscribing. So with all that rambling out the way, let's get right into the video. Okay, so kicking off the 2020 seasonal events, then we have the CBeebies Land birthday party. Now this does actually start in May bank holiday, so Alton Towers are starting a little bit later here. Obviously when we saw it come to Thorpe Park last year when they did their events, obviously their first event was actually in April with game effects, but the more I kind of thought about it, the more I realised that you don't really need an event too early on in the season, because obviously at the start of the season everyone's hyped up anyway, so there's no real need to put an event in there to hype people up more than they already are. But yeah, this looks very, very interesting. It does look to be some kind of party, so potentially we could be seeing maybe a stage in the CBeebies Land Plaza. Obviously it'll feature a bunch of characters as well, and obviously CBeebies Land has been a huge kind of success for Alton Towers in the past, so it didn't really surprise me when they did put this as an event. But yeah, it does look like it'll be very, very much fun. Not really for me because, you know, CBeebies ain't really my type of cup of tea. However, obviously if you do have small children, I'm sure they will enjoy it. Okay, so following on from the CBeebies Land birthday party, then on the 23rd of May we have the half-term heist. Now obviously, as the name suggests, this will be taking place during May half term, so it does look like Alton Towers are taking into consideration families and kids alike, which is very, very interesting to see. And as well as it's obviously the main thing to take away, that this will incorporate the world of David Walliams, which is actually opening a couple of months earlier. So yeah, it's very, very nice to see them kind of having an event for this, kind of celebrating the opening of it, even if it is a little bit later than obviously when it actually opens. I can see it's being very, very similar to the CBeebies Land birthday party. We could potentially be seeing some stages, some songs, some activities for kids to take part in, because obviously this area is kind of targeted a little bit higher than CBeebies Land on the age range, so it would be very, very nice to see them kind of add in some activity to do, as well as maybe some actors and stuff around the area. Now the post also states that this will be linked to the Gangster Granny attraction. Obviously this is kind of their big attraction that they're marketing for the world of David Walliams, so like I said, we could potentially be seeing stuff like treasure hunts, stuff like that, just to incorporate some activities within the event as well. So yeah, it was very, very interesting. Now let's head into a little bit more of a cryptic one as we head into the summer period. Okay, so the next event that this post kind of lists is something that's a little bit more cryptic, and this event will take place during summer. Now this date isn't actually confirmed yet, and it does say that more news will be released, but you know, if Alton Towers are going to do a summer event, I can see them lasting it right away from maybe, you know, July, sort of August time, all the way up until September, obviously when they start doing their other events. Plain because obviously at Thorpe Park last year, a lot of their kind of events coincided with each other, so there was a lot of things to do. There was never not really an event there, and obviously, like especially during the summertime, you had like Bounzilla, Game Effects, Jungle Escape. You kind of brought everything together. So if Alton Towers are going to take more of like a spaced approach, I feel like if they're going to do a summer event, it'll have to be on quite a larger scale. But the thing does include that this will be more of like a thrill kind of based kind of event. So yeah, there's no real telling what this could actually be. It could be many other things. Obviously last time we did get Meme or Scream, which didn't really go down hugely well, but obviously this looks like it would be much, much bigger. Like I said, if they're holding off this news for a little bit later, you know, I hope that it is something big and something that will draw a lot of people to the park. Like I said, there's not really much else to talk about this one, so let's move into the next event. Okay, so the event we have after the summer then is known as Oktoberfest. I really hope I said that name right, because I could have just butchered that. But the dates for this are kind of a little bit sketchy. They're in small windows, so I'll leave them up on the screen right now for you guys to save you guys a little bit of time, because yeah, they are in very small windows, and that and the information we got from this post does look to be kind of like a mealed experience. I'm not really sure if they got a venue over at Alton Towers anywhere, but it does look like it's going to be themed food. It said it's going to be themed around the German kind of culture and stuff like that. So yeah, this could be very, very interesting to see what Alton Towers do with this. Like I said, the one thing I can see happening with this is maybe like a venue. It could be like, you know, one of them kind of, not really parties, but it could be kind of like a themed kind of meal experience. Like, it's very, very confusing, but I'm sure a lot of Towers fans out there that know the park best will know whether or not this is going to be in a venue or not. But yeah, this does look very, very interesting. Obviously, this does look to be for the whole family, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's more aimed at kids. Obviously, this is kind of more of like a formal experience. I think this isn't really anything that I think too many kids would be drawn to, unless there is some entertainment. It does say there is entertainment on there, but I would assume that's kind of family entertainment stuff you'd probably see over at the Alton Towers Hotel and places like that. So yeah, this is very, very interesting, and this will actually be the last unique event for the park, but do have 2 more things to talk about, which have been listed within this post. But yeah, this does sound very, very cool, and yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy it. Okay, so the next event following on from Oktoberfest is something that I know a lot of Towers fans out there will most likely be losing their minds over, and of course that is Scarefest. Now, Scarefest this year will run from the 9th of October to the 1st of November, so it's general Scarefest dates really. A lot of Halloween events that Merlin do start around that time and do end around that time, so there's nothing really too drastically new there. Obviously, this does confirm the dates, which is very, very cool. Thought Park did a very similar thing last year with that when they announced their events. They announced when Fright Nights was. Hopefully they do a similar thing this year. Obviously, I'm sure Thought Park will do a couple of events this year. I'm sure they won't be as good as the events Alton Towers are putting on, but then again, it'll probably be an easy way for them to announce Fright Nights dates. So yeah, but let's get off that topic because we're obviously talking about Alton Towers here. I'm assuming there'll be a lot of returning mazes for Scarefest this year. I haven't personally been myself. I'm more of a Thought Park guy, so yeah, I'm more excited for Fright Nights. But yeah, it does look like this could be a very, very big kind of Scarefest this year, obviously with it being the 40th anniversary. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of Towers fans out there are extremely excited for this, and most likely will have a better idea on what they think could be coming than obviously me. So let's finish up on Scarefest and let's head into our last event of the season. Okay, so the last event, and quite possibly the biggest event of the season, is of course the Alton Towers Fireworks Spectacular. Now obviously, generally these fireworks dates are on kind of individual dates, so this will be running from the 6th, the 7th and the 8th of November, and obviously I can most likely see this being the biggest firework event Alton Towers have ever put on, obviously because it is their 40th anniversary. They're going to try and do something a little bit special, I reckon. Obviously last year's was quite big in itself, they had a massive set, so potentially if they one up themselves there and create something even bigger, it could be absolutely amazing. Now obviously these firework displays are extremely similar to each other, but obviously last year it kind of took on its own storyline. That's kind of what Alton Towers Fireworks have been famous for. They sort of have these kind of storylines incorporated with it. You know, they usually have popular music as well. So yeah, I'm sure this will be very, very cool to experience, and I do hope that Thought Park do bring back their firework event for this season maybe, or you know, future seasons, mainly because obviously we haven't really seen one since I think it was 2012. Obviously they used it to announce the Swarm back in 2011 at the end of the season, which was very, very cool. So I feel like Thought Park, if they did put on a fireworks event, could, you know, do the park justice a little bit. But obviously that's not Alton Towers. We're talking about the fireworks display for, you know, the Spectacular, and I think it could be very, very cool, like I said, especially because it is the 40th anniversary. Now that is everything I'm going to be talking about in today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Obviously we will be getting some more extra information on these events probably closer to the time when they are announced, or when they're properly kind of coming nearer to actually being released. Obviously the Summer of Thrills, obviously we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that, I reckon we could be seeing that maybe at the start of the season, maybe an announcement for that. Obviously Alton Towers are going to try and keep something secret. They can't just blow all these prizes straight away. So yeah, obviously I will notify you guys when that does happen. And in terms of the Thought Park teasers, I think we are drawing very, very close to the actual announcement now. Obviously we got Swarm yesterday as the teaser, and hopefully we'll be getting Saw within the next couple of days. And then yeah, hopefully we will get the announcement for something that could be coming in 2020. Fingers crossed. I actually hope it's something good. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.